Hi, everybody. How's it going this evening? I am so happy to be here. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty. You know, I usually start with you around 7 o'clock, but we had some issues that I had to sort out. First off, I want to say a huge thank you to my friends who are in this Twitch community because, oh my gosh, I couldn't do this without you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you to Practical Rook. You are a godsend because they helped me sort it out. And I got to tell you, in all the places I've been with all the streams I follow and who follow us, this has been the most welcoming, wonderful crowd of people to help a newcomer and a novice streamer really support and try and do all the things that I want to do for our community theater stream here. So thank you for your help and support. Thank you very much. So we're back on. Yay. Okay, we live, we're alive. I'll sort my camera out. I think that's better. Yep, that's better. All right. Welcome everybody to Snapshot Sacramento this week at the theater for April 11th. We're moving right on into April. I hope you've had a really good spring break. Most places have done that already. Some places are doing it this week. I don't know. Spring break is such a mess these days. I think it's all of April, part of March and all of April. Yeah. So it just depends on what school district and where you live and who you're with and who you ask. But I hope if you took a spring break, you had a nice relaxing time, took some time for yourself. The weather is finally, I don't know. I don't want to say anything. I might jinx it, but I think it's getting nice. I said this is the first Tuesday that I've gone to work in months that it wasn't pouring rain. So I'm pleased for that. I'm absolutely pleased and blessed for that. So yay. We've got a lot to share with you. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. We've got some exciting things happening. And if you notice, I changed our banner. I had to do something a little different because SARTA is getting ready to have a special event. We are hosting a cabaret. So stay tuned. There'll be more to tell you about that coming up soon. It's going to be at the end of this month. So if you are in and around our greater Sacramento area, tickets are already on sale at our website, sarda.com. You can go and get your tickets. We've already got some people who've bought tickets, so I'm really excited about that. So get your tickets. Go to our website, get your tickets for this wonderful, wonderful cabaret. We've got some of the most talented people in our musical theater scene here in our area who have come out saying, yes, we want to sing. And so this should be really, really good. I'm excited. I'm very excited. So you'll see this again. I'll share it again in the feed. I'll talk a little bit more about it, give you some dates and things like that. Right after I share with you some special events and announcements. Oh, well, why don't we just do it now? We're going to have a cabaret. In case you didn't hear me say that, this is going to be an evening of music and celebration. Some of our most talented vocalists from around our area singing songs from our favorite animated childhood films. This is going to be on Saturday, April 29th at 7 p.m., hosted by Parkside Community Church at 5700 South Land Park Drive. There's going to be free refreshments. We're going to have all sorts of wondrous, wondrous music. I know you're going to want to sing along with it because some of you will know these songs. If you want more information or need to purchase tickets, please visit us at www.sarda.com and get your tickets now. They're already on sale. In fact, they're already selling. We've been checking. They're going already. Child and student tickets are $5. Senior tickets are $15 and adult tickets are $20. And of course, you can make a donation of any size you want to. The monies that we're collecting right now are going toward our general fund, our scholarship programs, and our theater stipend program. So help us out. Come and enjoy a wonderful evening of music. Say hello. I always tell you at the end of the show, if you see me out, say hello. I hope I see you at the theater. So I really hope I see you at this. Come and see this event. Please, please, please. On April 16th, the Playwrights Collaborative will be meeting. This is coming up soon this week. They're going to be discussing Mark Smith's Far End of the Park and David McClatchen's Pet That Cat, and Scott Charles's play Chamber of Love. So they've got 3 pieces they're going over. They're meeting at the Wilkerson Theater, 1723 25th Street. That's the R Street Theater Complex for those of you who know that area down there. It's at 7 p.m. COVID masks are optional. Most people are starting to come out of there now. But if you feel comfortable wearing your mask, you certainly can. Again, if you want more information on what's going on with them, you can contact the Playwrights Collaborative at their website for the Playwrights Collaborative and find out. Bring, if you're an aspiring playwright, this is a great place to get some of your work workshopped and critiqued and do those tweakings and changes that you need to do to really make it a piece that you want to put on stage. We will always share with you when there are volunteers needed, and volunteers are the core of community theater. We couldn't do a lot of the things that we do in community theater without our wonderful volunteers. So Celebration Arts is asking for some volunteers. Celebration Arts, if you don't know, is our premier African American theater company in town, and they've been around for years, but they use volunteers for a number of capacities in the front and back of the house. So they need ushers, stage managers, box office staff, light and sound techs. If you have any of these skills, or you want to know, you want to learn, and you're willing to put in the time, please contact Celebration Arts. You can go to their website, celebrationarts.com, and sign up to be a volunteer, or give them a call and sign up to find out what they need for volunteers, okay? Volunteers are the core of this. We need people who are out there supporting the arts, not just by giving money, but by giving time too. So, are we ready? Time to get those headshots and resumes up and polished because it's audition time. So let's see what we have this week. There's an emergency casting. I shared this last week. I'll share it again this week, and then I'll check with the theater to see if they've managed to find someone. But Resurrection Theater is still looking for 2 men for their fall show series. These aren't happening until like August and September and one in November. So you've got plenty of time. So if you know somebody who might fit some of this, for their show Take Me Out, which is based on baseball, they need an actor who can play Takeshi Kawabata, who's in his mid-20s to early 30s, and Japanese. Now, you don't have to speak Japanese, but that would be a plus that they're saying. If you know someone who could fill this role, please let them know that it's open. They're looking for someone of Japanese or mixed Japanese ancestry. They'll give preference to that. And speaking Japanese is definitely a plus. But they're looking for someone who can fill that role. So get in touch with them, please. The other play, they're looking for one more person to play the part of Jake in Straight White Men. Someone in their mid to late 30s, a straight white man. So if you have that as part of your resume, Straight White Men, please email Margaret Morneau at outlook.com if interested, resurrectiontheater.com. They really need somebody to fill those 2 parts, so please help them out if you can. Sutter Street Theater is having auditions on Saturday, April 22nd at 10 a.m. for You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. This has become a classic play, classic feel-good play. Wonderful, wonderful songs that go with it. And who doesn't love the Charles Schultz characters? So if you're interested in being a part of this cast for You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, get in touch with the folks out at Sutter Street Theater, Saturday, April 22nd at 10 a.m. for auditions. Also auditioning, so save that date for this one, on Sunday, April 30th. Sunday, April 30th, or Monday, May 1st. Both of these are at 7:30 in the evening with callbacks on Tuesday, May 2nd. Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. I love this show. I really do. I know it's macabre and dark, but it's great. And it's that wonderful tongue-in-cheek funny. The songs are excellent. The direction is going to be by Steve Isaacson with musical direction by Kyle Jackson. This is going to be produced by the Davis Musical Theater Company, DMTC. So if you're interested in this, Book your time for Sunday, April 30th or Monday, May 1st at 7:30 to audition for Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. More auditions. You can work this one in between there. This one's for Silent Sky by Lauren Gunderson. This is at the Volcano Theater Company, so you'll be going up to the foothills for that. And they're looking for 4 women in their 30s to 50s and 1 man in his 30s to 40s for this play. Auditions will be April 29th and May 1st. April 29th will be at 2 in the afternoon. And the May 1st auditions are at 6 in the evening. At the Volcano Amphitheater, performance dates will be August 11th through September 9th. If you've never seen the Volcano Amphitheater, it's an amazing space. And it's really, really big. You have theater out under the open sky, which will be perfect for this particular show because it's about an astronomer. So I think everybody will be gazing at the sky, looking at Silent Sky. Get your spot for your audition. You're going to love this. Let's move now to what's playing soon. And we've got a lot of things that are closing this weekend, so you better get your calendar out right now so you can start booking these things. If you haven't gone, you need to go. This is the final weekend at the Sophia Theater for Ms. Holmes and Ms. Watson, Apartment 2B by Kate Hamill. This is closing this weekend, so if you're a Sherlock Holmes fan and you haven't gotten yourself out to see this yet, what are you waiting for? You're about to run out of town. Okay, so this closes this weekend at the Sophia. Get your tickets. Another one that's a final weekend at Capitol Stage, Heroes of the Fourth Turning. I saw a friend of mine post on Facebook that they had gone to see this, and they actually had to leave the theater and go sit and think about it for a while because it's pretty heavy subject matter, dealing with white supremacist riot in Charlottesville and people coming to terms with their own issues around supremacy, racism, politics, spiritual issues, all of that. I love how theater brings home many of the things that are happening in real life and puts them on stage for us to really take a drawn back look at. But this is the final weekend for this one too. So if you haven't had a chance to see this amazing play by Will Arbery, you need to get your tickets now. It was a Sacramento Premiere 2020 Pulitzer Prize finalist. This is good stuff, people. There's quality shows being done out there. Heroes of the Fourth Turning. This is the final weekend. Another one that is a final weekend up at Sierra College. They're presenting The Crucible. This is another heavy play about, people behaving badly again. We don't seem to learn that lesson. I don't know why we don't do that, but their final performances are coming back this weekend. So if you haven't had a chance to go and see this, this is playing at Sierra College, and it's an amazing show, The Crucible. Hand to God is back and healthy again. It ended up getting canceled last weekend because the puppets were sick. And it's terrible when your puppets get sick. We're going to have to create little masks for our puppets so that they're feeling better. But they're back. So they're back in business for this weekend. If you want to go and see it, it's playing through April 30th. Tickets are $20. It's at the R25 Theater Group, R Street and 25th downtown. This is the launch for their inaugural season, so you want to go and see this. It's an absolutely hysterical comedy. I am going to go and see it. This is probably going to be my only weekend to get a chance to go and see it. So I want to go see Hand to God. So you get your tickets. Hey, maybe if you see me, say hello, because I'll be at the theater, all right? Another one playing at the R Street Complex is Warp and Woof, Dogs in Space. They're asking people to bring a donation of pet food to the theater, and everyone donating a can or a box of pet food will get a discount on one ticket. All the food will be collected by a local Girl Scout troop and taken to the city of Sacramento's Front Street shelter. This is a wonderful thing, and what a wonderful collaboration between this Girl Scout troop and a theater company. they're doing a fundraiser and a wonderful thing for the community. The Girl Scouts are getting to see some great theater, and the pets at Front Street Shelter are going to get pet food. Cat food is especially needed, they said. So all you kitty lovers, or even if you aren't a kitty lover, pick up a bag of cat food and bring it down, because they could really use that, okay? For more information on the shelter, come watch the dogs. You know, you can come and see Warp and Woof, Dogs in Space. Prisoner of Second Avenue is playing in the Cobblestone Theater right now up at Volcano. Volcano has 2 theaters. One's their indoor theater for the wintertime, because they're in one of those places that gets snow in the winter. And then they have the outdoor amphitheater for the summertime. Well, this one's at their indoor theater because it's running right now. It's going to be every Friday and Saturday evening at 7:30. And then have Sunday matinees of 2 o'clock through May 14th. So you've got time to go and see Prisoner of Second Avenue. This is a hysterical play. You will probably enjoy it immensely. Very nostalgic. They're also having a Mother's Day brunch show. Yeah, it's not too early to start thinking about that. Mother's Day is coming up on us too. So a show, brunch and a show with your mom for Mother's Day. What a nice gift. Celebration Arts is presenting its performance of What to Send Up When It Goes Down. This is by Alicia Harris and directed by Imani Mitchell. This will be playing through the end of this month, April 30th, so you still have time to go and get your tickets for What to Send Up When It Goes Down at Celebration Arts Theater. Well, that's what's playing right now. I told you you'd have a busy weekend, right? But let's see what's coming soon, because the list got longer even today. I was so excited to see all this amazing theater starting to unfold. So let's take a look. Sierra Stages is presenting 4,000 Miles. This is going to open on April 19th at the Miners Foundry, and they're thrilled to present this as the next installation of their long-running Theater by the Book series, written by award-winning playwright Amy Herzog, and the show is running for 1 night only. You only have one chance. On April 19th at Miners Foundry, okay? All right. Coming up soon to Roseville Theater Arts Academy is Disney's Newsies Junior. This is going to be playing in June, so this is a wonderful summertime treat. June 23rd through the 25th for Disney's Newsies Junior at Roseville Theater Arts Academy. Here's the pictures to go with it. I should have put those a little closer together, but I forgot to shove them in there. This was a young adventurer and his 91-year-old grandmother connect in this sweet but never sappy play that covers the ground between generations. 4,000 Miles. This is that one night only production at the Miners Foundry, presented by Sierra Stages. So here's a picture of your cast now. This should be kind of wonderfully hysterical. Romeo and Juliet. And you go, well, what's funny about Romeo and Juliet? It's the 80s rock musical. Right? You're going to love this. Right? Green Valley Theater Company, just leave it to them to come up with a unusual, novel, and quirky way to put on Shakespeare, right? So you're going to have sword fights, and you're going to have wonderful costuming, and you're going to have 80s rock music. That's right. That's right. So, you know, put on your best hairband outfit and get your big shoulder pads out and come see this adaptation from the play by William Shakespeare. It's going to open on the 21st of April and play through May 14th at Westminster Presbyterian Church, 1300 N Street in Sacramento here. They say essentially they've taken Shakespeare's timeless love story and turned it into an MTV music video with screaming vocals and high energy dance and face melting guitar solos. That's always how I picture Shakespeare, don't you? Come on now, it'll be wonderful. So go see this, Romeo and Juliet, the 80s rock musical. Well, if you want something a little tamer, you can see Winnie the Pooh. This is opening April 15th, so very soon this weekend also. Christopher Robin has just moved into a new neighborhood, and he isn't happy despite neighborhood kids constantly knocking on his door and asking him to play. He'd much rather stay inside and play with his favorite stuffed animals. And I think we know who they are. Winnie the Pooh. This is sort of a true story. His dad, A. Milne, wrote the Winnie the Pooh stories for Christopher Robin because he liked to stay in, and he was a very quiet kid, and he wanted to really bring his son out. So all of those favorite characters, Piglet and Tigger and Pooh, of course, will be brought to life by this wonderful production of Winnie the Pooh at the Sophia Theater. So this coming weekend, if you want to go see that silly old bear, you can go and see this. Green Room Confidential will be opening on April 21st and play through May 7th at the Unitarian Universalist Society of Sacramento and presented by Theater One. Green Room Confidential, unvarnished tales of women in theater. Get your tickets for that one. Oh, and by the way, they do make it a point to say the show contains adult content, so ages 13 and up are recommended. This is not your kids' play. Brokeology. They call this a tender look at the King family at a crossroads. Now widowed, William lives in the same house where he and his wife raised their two sons, and as he deals with the challenges of getting older, the boys must face the prospect of taking care of their father while also pursuing their own dreams. With a little love and a little sibling rivalry and humor, they can sort it all out. This play is by Nathan Lewis Jackson, and it's going to be presented at the Sophia. Tickets available at bstreettheater.org. It starts on April 26th and will play through June 4th, so this will be a nice entry into the summertime. Brokeology. Sounds like a good one. Better get tickets for that. The City Theater at Sacramento City College is bringing Ben Jonson's popular comedy, The Alchemist, to the stage. A new adaptation by Adrian Shear adapts and directs this play. And it's going to open on April 28th, so down toward the end of the month, and it'll play through May 13th. So this will be closing out the season and the semester at the City Theater at Sacramento City College. So get your tickets because performances are at 7:30 in the evenings or 2 o'clock on the matinees. Performances are held at the Art Court Theater, and if you haven't been to the Art Court Theater, you're missing a real treat. It's a wonderful little black box theater on campus at Sacramento City College. That's 3835 Freeport Boulevard, and tickets are $18 for general admission, $15 for seniors and SARTA members and veterans and military personnel and persons with disabilities. And then just $10 if you're a student. So bring your student ID and show them. It's only $10. So you can get them online or you can get them at the door. But get your tickets for The Alchemist. This should be a great one. Everybody I know has seen Young Frankenstein one way or another, either on stage or, goodness knows, you've probably seen the movie a million times. Woodland Opera House is putting on this one, and this is at 340 2nd Street in Woodland. It's opening this weekend, May 14th, and will play, April 14th, pardon me, I'm just jumping ahead a month already. April 14th, and play through May 7th. There we go. All right, get our dates straight. It's going to be on Fridays and Saturdays at 7:30. And again on Sundays at 2 o'clock. I really like the way they bumped it up. Just that half an hour makes it seem much more easy and early to go to the theater. It's only a half an hour, but it really does, mentally make you think, well, I've got a nice long evening ahead of me. And it still gives you time to go and get dinner before the theater, or even once theater's over, you can go get a late supper and drink someplace after the theater. Don't forget to do that. Make a whole evening of it, Go see Young Frankenstein. It's going to be amazing, I'm sure. Now, if you've got some more young at heart people in your household, this would be a fun one to go and see because it's coming soon to the Chautauqua Playhouse. This is called Sylvia. This is about a street smart Mixture of lab and poodle, Sylvia becomes a major bone of contention between husband and wife, and she offers Greg an escape from the frustrations of his job and the unknowns of middle age. But to Kate, his wife, Sylvia becomes a bit of a rival for affection, and Sylvia thinks Kate just doesn't understand the relationship between a man and his dog. So go see Sylvia, April 14th, again opening this weekend, playing through May 14th. You have a solid month to go and check it out. Here's another one that's going to be great, and it's also a classic. This is playing at Sutter Street Theater. It's called Harvey. Harvey is what's called a puka. You know, you can look that up too, because in just reading some of these, they're hysterical to read about. But, you know, not too many people have a 6-foot tall rabbit that wander around with them, right? So, but good old Elwood P. Dowd and his best friend Harvey, who is a 6-foot tall invisible rabbit, are wandering around and wreaking havoc in a place where everyone is either embarrassed or think he's just insane and probably should be committed. It is absolutely hysterical. Reservations can be made at the SutterStreetTheater.com or give them a call to get your tickets for Harvey by Mary Chase. Chautauqua Playhouse is presenting its production of The Wind in the Willows. This is a classics of the Frog and Toad series. It's going to open on April 22nd and play through May 6th. These are the classic stories from Kenneth Grahame of Ratty and Badger Mole and all the other inhabitants of the river as they're trying to keep Mr. Toad in line, because Mr. Toad does get up to some real shenanigans in these stories. Many of you may have read this as a young person or a child. You may have also seen the movies because it's been done a few times. The Wind in the Willows, April 22nd through May 6th at Chautauqua Playhouse. Another award-winning playwright, Victoria Goldblatt, has produced and written Voices, which is 6 short plays in search of one's authentic self. One moment, please. Thank you so much. I just really detest sneezing on camera. This is a journey of discovery, joys, sorrows, and triumphs. Compelling, poignant, current issues of today. Another one where a playwright is looking at some of the things that we struggle with that are so wonderfully human and so wonderfully common to our human experience, and has written some stories about it. So April 14th through the 23rd, Voices. Coming soon, also to Roseville Theater Arts Academy, is Finding Nemo Jr. This is from May 5th through the 13th, and it's part of their Youth and Little Ones workshops, Finding Nemo Jr. It's playing at 7 p.m. at Roseville Theater Arts Academy, 241 Vernon Street in Roseville, California. If you've got some little people who would love to go help find Nemo, make sure you get tickets for this production for them. And if you don't get tickets for that one, you can get tickets for this one, Shaun the Rooster and the Misting Magical Fiddlestick. Now, I don't know what Shaun's done with this fiddlestick, but it's missing, and you've got to probably help him find it. So Roseville Theater Arts Academy, again, has put on a wonderful young people's production. This one starts on Saturday, April 22nd. It's going to be at 2 in the afternoon, and Sunday, April 30th at 2 in the afternoon at the Roseville Theater Arts Academy, 241 Vernon Street, Roseville, California. Shaun the Rooster and the Magical Missing Fiddlestick. Now, if you like the music of Neil Sedaka, and you're probably going, yeah, I've heard lots of Neil Sedaka songs in my life, then you will probably love to go and see Breaking Up is Hard to Do. This production is featuring the songs of Neil Sedaka and is going to be put on by the Lincoln Theater Company starting April 28th and playing through May 14th. You'll be singing along in no time, I'm sure. Here's another fun-filled freewheeling comedy that updates the Old English epic about the warrior Beowulf. This is the first ever superhero, if you think about it, because this story is told through the eyes of the epic's writer, the bard with a bad case of writer's block. This is Beowulf and the Bard, and it's going to open on June 9th and play through July 8th, but the tickets are now available. This is up at Volcano Theater Company. So again, another great production that you can go see up there under the stars. I think it's going to play at their outdoor amphitheater. Yep, it's in the outdoor amphitheater. I'm looking at the listing here. So this is going to be Beowulf Under the Stars. It'll be great. You want to get your tickets, and if for nothing else, you want to go and check out the theaters in Volcano because they're really cool. Here's the information again on Silent Sky. You already saw the one for the auditions. Well, here's the show that's going to be coming up. This is also at the Volcano Theater Company. So no, I didn't put it in twice this time. This one's the show. The other one was the auditions, which are coming up soon. This is, I mentioned before, a true story. It's the story of Henrietta Leavitt. She's an astronomer, and she was pretty much ahead of her times because the story is set in the 1900s, and Henrietta has the opportunity to work at Harvard University as a human computer, but as a woman in the field, typically, she works to overcome obstacles, leading her to a scientific discovery that has profound and lasting impacts on the field of astronomy. Again, this is going to be in their outdoor amphitheater, so I can't think of a better, more fitting place to have a story about a female astronomer than under an open-air night sky theater. I'm going to have to go just to experience that part of it. This one's going to open on August 11th, so you've got plenty of time, but the tickets are available now, so book your summer. It's not too early to start making plans. Really, it's not. It's going to play through September 9th this year. Again, tickets are available for Silent Sky. Volcano Theater Company will then follow up with its production of Noel Coward's Blithe Spirit. This one's very funny. If you like mystery and mediums and ghost stories, you will enjoy Blithe Spirit. This one's going to open on September 15th and play through October 15th. So what a wonderful way to start off your Halloween season than with a story about ghosts and mediums and spiritualists who might not be very good at being spiritualists. Noel Coward's classic comedy is too faint-hearted for a haunted house, but certainly entertainment for the fall. So the tickets, again, are available now. You can start booking yourself into these shows. It'll be great. Well, that was a lot. I told you there's a lot coming soon. Man, we've got some great shows coming down the pike. And remember, everything that I mentioned in the auditions will be back in the coming soons because those shows will be opening. So please let us publicize your program. Let us tell everybody the amazing shows you're putting on at your theater, what productions you're working on, what kind of things you need help with. If you need volunteers and things like that, let us know. We'll put it out there so that people can understand what it takes to put on community theater. Because community theater is such a special life form of its own. It really, really is its own life form, and it's quite marvelous. So contact us at sarda.com. You can go to our show section right at the bottom of the page where you write in your shows is a whole form for you to fill out. We'll put you in the community calendar. So if anyone's looking for what's going on in theater, they can just go to our page, click on the calendar, and bam, there it is. And your information will be in there. Your show will be advertised. That's what we're here for. Let us help you tell people about the amazing work you're doing out there in community theater. We are here for you, so let us know what we can do. Follow us if you haven't already done so. If you're hanging out with me here on Twitch, hi, thank you for waiting this evening. I appreciate you so much. Follow us on Facebook. You can hit the little heart right there on our Twitch page and follow us here. We are Sarta Theaters if you're looking for us on Facebook, if you're looking for us on Instagram, Or if you're looking for us on YouTube, when we finish these shows, I always turn around and upload them to YouTube to archive them. So if there was something you think you missed or you want to share that with a friend, you can send them a link and say, hey, check out the information that Sarda shared this week about shows. Or, hey, they published those to show I'm going to be in. And we'll get that word out there, okay? So follow us. Follow us. You're not stalking. Really, you're not. We don't mind. I say this to you each week, and I hope one of these times somebody will take me up on it. If you see me out there, say hi, because I hope to see you at the theater. All right, friends. I'll see you again next Tuesday. Have a most excellent week, okay? It's going to be warm and beautiful here. Fingers crossed. No more tornadoes. No more rain for a little bit. Take care.